Registration for the 24 Hours of Riverside is now open. But before you sign up, the organizers would like to remind you exactly of what you are purchasing. Your entry fee guarantees you one numbered plate that you will zip tie to your bike crookedly, 12 hours of believing you are an athlete, followed by 12 hours of believing you are dying, and the exclusive opportunity to navigate Devil's Down descent in pitch black darkness using a battery that is running out of hope. By signing your waiver, you agree to the following terms. You will question your marriage at 3 a.m. You will tell your teammates you are feeling great when you actually want to weep. You will eat a cold hot dog at dawn and believe it is the finest meal ever prepared. We provide the dirt. You provide the suffering. The 24 Hours of Riverside. We built the course. You just have to survive it. Sign up today or stay at home and sleep like a sensible person. 24hoursofriverside.com. 24hoursofriverside.com. We need to be honest for a second. As cyclists, we are idiots. We will spend $3,000 on carbon wheels to save 40 grams. We will buy ceramic bearings to save 2 watts. We will shave our legs to save, dignity. But then we hop on the bike, and 10 miles later, our lower back is screaming, our hands are numb, and our knees are tracking like a broken shopping cart. Stop blaming the saddle. Stop blaming the stem. It's your fit. My buddy Sam at Ambassador Cycling doesn't guess. He uses technology. He uses lasers. He uses actual science to map your weird lopsided body to your bike. Because here's the truth. A $10,000 super bike that hurts to ride is just the world's most expensive coat rack. Don't guess. Get fitted. Ambassador Cycling at ambassadorcycling.com. I am not, I'm going to try not to swear. My wife told me not to swear anymore.
You didn't answer my question.
What?
Are you in sinus rhythm?
Oh, I thought you said, are you signing us?
No.
I thought
that's where I started on all that. Yes, I am. I am in sinus rhythm. Fortunately, it only lasted about 12 hours this last time.
Oh.
So I got that
Damn
going.
kids.
It is. It's the gig. And that's not playing where it's supposed to be. I am prepared. So, hey, everybody, let's start with our poem, our poem for tonight. You ready for this? Vingegaard's sick and Wout is on the mend. The World Tour's infirmary is around every bend. Now Nike has motors built into their shoes. I'll take any advantage just to help me not lose. Have you guys seen the Nike shoes?
No.
Okay, I might have to bring them up while we're going into this. Welcome to episode 514 of the longest standing podcast in the sport of cycling. Boy, it sounds weird without a background music happening in the background. This is the one and only Packfiller Cycling Podcast. Think of us as a post-ride beer with several friends and one asshole. I am potentially that asshole. My name is Pat Bolger. Let's get to our roll call. Of course, the band is back together. Technically, Sam's not here. The doctor is here. He's the reason. So first and foremost, he's the reason we're cutting the show short tonight. Mr. Paul Main, how are you, man? Mm-hmm. I didn't do the call, did I? The question. Son of a gun. Tonight's question, the prologue question. If you were giving a pair of these new Bionic sneakers that Nike has made, they actually help. Imagine a sneaker that comes up like a shaft that comes up behind your calf, and it actually helps propel you forward. I'm kidding not. This is the e-bike for shoes. Okay,
For
running, walking, hiking, that kind of thing. So what I want you to do is, David's rolling his eyes already. I want you to imagine if you were given a pair of those Bionic sneakers, what would you do? What kind of mundane everyday task would you use to outperform than you normally would if you just had your normal sneakers on? David, this is the introduction. It's the theme's playing.
Question, how much are these shoes?
I don't know. I'll bring it up while you guys are answering the questions. I didn't do all that kind of research. I just saw the shoes, and I thought, let's talk about it. So, first and foremost, he's the reason we're cutting the show short tonight, Mr. Paul Main. Paul, how are you?
Good.
Good? And second of all, what would you do with Bionic shoes?
Give them to somebody who could probably really use them.
Oh, come on.
Why would I use that for?
At no point in time would you be just like, I am going to set the record to walk my wife home from work.
No.
Really?
No, I'm tired of machineries taking over everything. I like we need to get back to grassroots.
You got bidets spraying off your butt. You got shoes walking for you. What's next?
Mechanical.
Hey, bidets have always been around, too. Don't bash the bidet. Do you have one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, there you go. Second off, he is actually the reason we are cutting the show short tonight. Mr. Sam Waples. He's not here. What do you think Sam would use the shoes for?
I think he would just use them to walk around the clinic.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think he'd show off in a cool kind of special way? Just like, dude, check these out.
Maybe hiking.
I don't know if I've ever really. Oh, maybe hiking.
Hiking?
Because I don't really know if I've ever seen Sam run.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even when he's been chased? Well, he obviously didn't run to the show tonight
No,
because
he
he just
didn't.
walked into the door at his own time. Sam, what would you do if you were given a pair of Nike Bionic shoes that actually help you walk faster, like e-bikes for your feet? If you were given a pair, what mundane task would you try to outperform everybody else in?
Mowing the lawn.
Oh, see, now there's an answer. There's an answer. That's why you showed up late, because you just nailed that.
Yeah.
That is nice. Third off, wait, no, he's the reason we're cutting the show short. David Waples.
Oh, yes.
Are you? Yeah, everybody's here except for Jackson and me are cutting the show short tonight. David, what would you do with him?
I would find a way to take it apart and recycle every single piece into something useful.
You guys are just the imagination.
That's just dumb.
Yeah.
Exactly. Stupid.
Next off, I'm sure he's still hungover emotionally from Sunday, so we're definitely okay with shutting the show short tonight. Mr. Jackson Bulger. Jackson, how are you, man?
I'm not hungover emotionally. I'm elated. I couldn't be happier.
I hope everybody's watching YouTube tonight because he is decked out. The hat, the jersey.
So if you're wondering if the chicken came before the egg, the hat came before the jersey, and it was just kind of like it was, it was perfect happenstance. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
That works.
Yeah.
If you had a pair of blue and green matching Nike Bionic shoes, what would you do with them?
So I move a lot at work, but also the person I work with destroyed her foot, so now she's walking around in a boot, so I'm moving even faster. So I would wear these to move even faster than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, now we see practical applications for these. I don't want to see people racing e-bikes, but I would own one to commute around.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to go for a run in Nike Bionic shoes, but if they were given to me, by the way, here's my introduction. I am the reason why we didn't have a show last week. So there, I take the blame. And I am Pat Bulger, and I would use them to get through the grocery store even faster so I could ignore people more.
This is torture. Are you doing this to try to
I
why'd
didn't
you
realize
do
it was
this to
closest to you.
I want to eat all of them right now.
We are in total celebration mode. Jackson, definitely is the biggest Seahawks fan in the room and might be one of the biggest fans around, but I don't think my brother-in-law, you might not be able to beat him.
He went.
But yeah, he did.
That was
did
so
go to
cool.
the Super Bowl.
I'm jealous of that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very big fan, very big happy about how Sunday went. And I did bring cupcakes. 2 are eaten by myself and my wife already. So if we want, you can. I figured we're all weirdly health conscious bike racers. So
No, not when it comes to cupcakes.
then
We're weirdly conscious bike racers
Somebody
with beers
was
in front of
partial
us.
to the green.
Yes, green's my favorite color,
Yeah.
and Maria wanted green too. But when we bought these, the lady at Costco said the people who eat blue got to show you their teeth after.
I was going to say, I want the blue because I want them to dye my teeth blue.
It dyed my tongue green for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have a blue,
That seems healthy.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm sure the
It's
body can
fine.
process that.
Yeah.
His
without any
colon
problems.
is still green. For
Yeah.
sure.
I've swallowed
For
a
sure.
penny and it came out the other
Don't
side.
get
We're
a
fine.
colonoscopy. What the heck is going on?
Green.
What is the old joke? If he swallows a quarter and shits out 2 times in a nickel, then you got something to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you got cash on your hands.
You got a dispenser.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, how is the cycling life going with everybody? Who's been training and who's been directing a high school play?
I've been trainer roading. So
You have been.
I'm
How
feeling-
many have you had in the past 7 days?
I think I only took off Friday last week.
6 rides. You have been on the bike 6 times in the last.
Yeah,
We
and I
dudes
rode-
going ham.
I rode outside for an hour and a half on Sunday.
I saw that.
Yep, on the bluff. It was great on a mountain bike.
I know.
Yeah, sorry.
It was hard for me to give you a kudo.
Wait, have you
But he got outside.
Have you told them about your, crash? Ski?
Oh, I broke my rib.
What?
Even with a broken rib, he's still.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that. I was going to text Paul and be like, how long did that take again? I know I tell people 4 to 8 weeks, but
it was about 8 weeks, close to 8 weeks.
How did you break your rib?
I fell on my elbow snowboarding and then cracked the front of it.
Oh, wow.
I was able to ultrasound it at work, and I've got a picture of it if you want to see.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I'll show you after.
David's in the office with his shirt off.
Yeah.
Shaving
Yeah.
that
Yep.
area.
Yeah.
No, just lots of jelly. You don't have to shave.
No.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it hurts when you breathe. So,
Yes, it does.
Wow.
yeah.
This is a,
Listen, you breathe.
it's a surprise to the doctor.
Well, you tell people these things, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, that really does hurt when you breathe. Or sneeze or
cough.
laugh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you roll over in bed wrong. So,
Yep.
but it hasn't stopped me. I figured if you ride, this is not founded in anything, but you move it, and so that's probably good, right?
Yeah, you want that thing to separate,
Yeah.
come back together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure that calcium doesn't build up.
Well,
You
I
don't
tell
want
people to I give them an incentive spirometer so that you can feel the callus where the bone is healing right now.
Uh-huh.
But I tell people to use an incentive spirometer and take deep breaths so they don't get pneumonia. So I figure if I just keep riding, it'll be
Yeah.
Then you'll
it's a
be good.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Holy shit.
pretty much don't know why all these wimps in the tour drop out after a broken rib. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
All right. How's everybody else doing? Is it?
I took last
Time
week
out.
Wait.
off.
Did you break your rib skiing?
Snowboarding.
Snowboarding.
Yeah.
Well, it serves you right.
And this is gonna
not a
make
bike.
this is gonna make it worse. I lost my wife, and I was trying to cut across a trail to find, or between two trails to find her, and I wound up on a mountain bike trail, and it was one of those giant banks that was covered in snow, and caught an edge on it, so I fell all the way down it and on my elbow. So not only was I snowboarding, which a lot of people disapprove of, but I was on a mountain bike track. Yeah.
Wow.
So a lot of
And
Paul
you
really
things
hates
wrong.
you now.
you still managed 6 days of working out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't do anything last week.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing me back.
Yeah, prior to Sunday, I did come home and ride my bike for 30 minutes or something like that. Yeah, 30, I think. But for 10 days prior to that, I just had so much going on. I didn't get one time to ride. So yeah, I'm back to it this week, but next week's Maui. So.
See, I was, after your brother, I was so seriously considering just taking all those cupcakes and shoving them in my gullet right now.
No, I'll eat.
Just
like,
because,
at
no,
least
but just
two
because
for
I
you.
know there's no coming back from it. I just know it's just like, fine, you guys are going to beat my ass all year long again. And so I might as well just enjoy the downward spiral.
You gotta enjoy the pain.
Eat all the blue ones.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
just
no, I get
smile.
at least one blue one.
God. Paul, how's it going? I'm not making eye contact with you because I'm sure you're like, oh, I did 5.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I got, I think 3 just roller sessions. I screwed up my back. Well, it was actually just hip flexors being tight, and then I was crossed up for over a week.
Oh.
So, yeah. So now it's better. But I mean, like sitting down, I'd have to get up, and it takes you about 5 minutes to straighten up.
That's the
Oh,
worst.
That's
so
terrible.
you're coming off the couch like a sprinter out of the blocks in a running
Yeah.
race. You're
You-
just
you
like
just-
slowly
You
coming
keep
up.
that position, and you lean forward with your hands on your knees,
Yeah.
and you just kind of
just
climb your
walk.
hands, walk your hands up your thighs.
Are you making the sounds?
Yeah, doing a. Well, there's a lot of f bombs.
Oh, there are.
Because
Okay.
I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
Because it stops everything, and it got on the bike. Of course, it doesn't even affect you on the bike.
No.
And
Because
you
you're
get
in that
off.
position.
Yeah, and then you get off, and you're like, I loosened it up, and you sit down, and it's worse because
Yeah.
you just shrink everything up more. So,
Yeah.
I did an hour practice of hip openers today, so I feel pretty good on that.
Wow. Sam, you had 10 days off.
Yeah,
so
but
you
then
suck.
I am riding a lot this week. So
And you're going to Maui next
on
week.
Wednesday next week. Yeah, so but I'll try to probably ride like 6 days this week. Kind of like I did school, procrastinate,
Yeah.
do all my training
Just
here right
cram
at
at the last
Yeah.
minute. Sure,
So that I'm really
out.
fresh for a lot of riding in Maui.
Muscle
It
memory
works.
is just like mental memory.
It
It's just,
is.
you shove it in there.
Shove it in there last
test
minute.
and then
Yep.
forget it
Brain
all.
dump.
Yeah, yeah. Jackson, how's it been?
Good. Yeah.
Good.
Been
no-
riding. run once a week, and then I'm doing my weights, a lot of weights.
You
so-
are.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you still creatining?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would
No.
I not?
Well,
I
you
was
can't
just wondering.
tell.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was just wondering because I myself am too, and I was just wondering if I need to stop before a burst.
A burst.
It's up to you. But no, I am. Yeah.
Really?
My wife is as well now. So,
She is.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see the differences in like gummies and powder.
Oh,
Oh,
so what are you
not
doing now?
that gummy.
So
Gummies and weed. Yeah, gummies and
no.
smoke. Yeah.
She's doing like creatine gummies, and
Okay.
I just have the powder. But it's I don't know if I will do any research in it whatsoever. But I'm interested to see her.
What's the
Experience
dose?
with it.
What's the dose on the gummy?
So you have to take 3 of them
Okay.
to get up to 4.5. Is it grams? I think it's grams.
It's grams.
Yeah, grams. 4.5 grams. I do 5 grams
Right.
through just a tablespoon of
Yeah, that's what I was
of the
doing.
powder. It's virtually just the same. But I mean, you want to divide that up into 3. I don't.
Yeah.
So but yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
No, I was just wondering because I'm still doing it, and I was like, is this supposed to just be a perpetuity thing, or is this just a?
I mean, I don't know about you. I'd love to hear what you have to say on this, but I have genuinely noticed like some sort of a difference when it comes
Really?
to strength. I will say for my little noodle arms, I can lift a lot more than I could before. I have been putting a lot of weight time into it, but
Yeah.
I have noticed a significant difference when it comes to that.
So you don't necessarily equate it to the fact that you've been lifting more.
I think I equate both of them as
Okay.
they come together to help that. I mean that lifters use it so they can kind of increase that reload speed, for lack of a better way to say it.
I've been doing that, and I've been doing the collagen powder in my morning coffee.
It shows.
Does it? Isn't
Yeah.
my skin
You're glistening.
My skin
Yeah,
bouncing?
it
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
I thought you had Botox, but no.
I wasn't.
Your fingernails are glowing.
I know I'm not supposed to use an F word, and so I really want to right now, but I'm not gonna.
Good
Because I'm better than you guys.
Yeah.
I feel stronger
You
by not swearing.
Yeah.
We'll milk one out.
It'll happen.
My wife said 3 max.
Wow.
And that's like 5
You know
minutes
it-
of the news.
You know Mama Waple's going to hold you to that.
Is she?
Yep.
Real
I want
quick,
to say it right now. That's why the pause in the show. Yeah.
I thought it was a good time with that pause to announce that I will be racing internationally this year.
What?
Where are you going?
New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I signed up the
Mountain
other day.
bike?
No,
What?
it's a gravel race.
Oh.
I feel like I'm letting Paul down left and right
No.
tonight.
Is there a podium?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
a race.
And
What's the race?
it's some sort of like I just went on. I used
You're
AI.
like some World Cup thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I did enter the highest category because I was like, I don't know how fast they are, so I'll just do the fast one. But
Oh my God. You're so
This is gonna be
screwed.
so funny. I'm sending you with a GoPro.
But I just like put into AI the dates we were there, and I was like, "Is there a race in New Zealand?" And it gave me 2 options. So I just
Really?
picked- yeah,
You've made a lot of dumb decisions in your life.
yeah. Like trying to figure out if I should do Sea Otter when I'm in San Francisco this year, and the only race that works is the actual like Lifetime Grand Prix version.
Oh,
So like either I can't race or I show up and get my butt kicked. I'll probably show up and get my butt kicked because the timing for the other one doesn't work for our flights.
Yeah, that just makes sense.
So do you just not race?
No, I agree with you.
Sea Otter is a really cool event to attend because you've got everything's focused around Laguna Seca, and you've got mountain bike races going on, you've got road races going on. Everything's happening within a quarter mile of each other, and
cool.
it's a really cool experience. If you're a bike racing fan, you should go there at least once. They used to have a crit down on the Fisherman's Wharf, which was really cool, an evening crit, but I don't think they do that anymore, but it's still brilliant.
It was sad. I was looking at the road race, and there was like 10 people last year. There's nobody doing the road race. When I did it in college, it was huge. So
Okay.
bummer. But the event itself, very cool.
So I wanted to ask you guys about this extended time off the bike, Sam, especially since you're just coming off of one. I'm just coming off of 6 days off the bike. Do you guys plan extended time off the bike when you're still in season? Because I think we've come to this situation where we admit that our local season has kind of bookended. We have a spring and we have a fall. We don't really have a whole lot in the middle there, unless you're David and you're going to New Zealand, or I'm still, because I'm still happily registered for Breck Epic. Figuring out all these things. So are there times when you're training that you plan extended periods off the bike, or is it just a matter of like, oh shit, things are going down, I don't have time, I'm too busy? I mean, is there a difference?
I can personally say that I don't necessarily try to take time off the bike during like season, but I do dial it back. So I'll be like, all right, this week I am going to just go out and do chill rides and less. I'll do like 2-3 rides. And it is a recovery week in my mind. But I also don't think that it's beneficial for me to take like time off the bike. I did that back in the day.
Yeah.
But not anymore. Like, I don't race that much. I don't ride that much anymore that it warrants doing that. But if I finish like a big training block and my body feels fatigued, I'll take time off.
You guys got me, because there was a while there ago that you guys were talking to me about the fact that 3 to 4 times a week is plenty. It's enough. And now you're all starting to lie to me. And David's breaking out 6, and Jackson's lifting on every other day and stuff like that. So what the hell?
Look at my Strava for the last like winter.
I don't look at other people's Stravas. I don't
Jackson's.
Stravas. Well, I don't look at Jackson's Stravas. It just pops up when he finishes a workout. It does. For some reason, I clicked on the stalking option, and it's like, Jackson just finished a workout.
Neener.
He's all sweaty.
It says exactly that.
It's hard to do nothing. Like,
is it?
Yeah, for me at least. Like, even the days off, I still would rather just do an easy ride.
Yeah. Like this weekend, I will admit. I mean, I was in the midst of this show run, and Saturday, that demon on the shoulder was definitely poking his head up. Hey, you're doc. And so Saturday, I was like, I'm going to get at least 45 minutes in. Super Bowl Sunday, I watched Green Day play this opening of the Super Bowl while I was still finishing up a ride. So it's like, I agree, I can't. But is that good?
Rest when you're dead.
Okay. Thanks, Doc.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doc.
Well, I think an interesting change of mindset that I've had over the past little while is that, like, yes, I love to train for racing, but also this is at its form, like if you boil it down, this is my exercise, right? This is just me working out. And so I think I just like to exercise. I think that's something that I like to do. And so I almost like don't want to take the time off because I like doing that stuff. And so I don't know if I necessarily need to. I'm also not training that hard to where it's, I'm going to deplete my entire body and my immune system's going to shut down. I'm just kind of doing my thing, and I'll take the time off when I want to. Let
me switch that question. Do you get to the point there when you do take an extended amount of time off, does the guilt ride in? Do you guys feel guilt about not training? I'm the only one. You get pissed.
Yeah, because like even today.
That's the same thing.
Today, life gets in the way, and so I don't need to take a break anymore because there's always something. So today was my day off, and I'm looking at the forecast. Beautiful day. Yeah. First time we've seen the sun in probably a month and a half.
Yeah.
And I'm going out, and I had to take my dog to the vet. Wounded. So, now I'm pissed. Not at my dog.
So here I am. Now
just the circumstance.
Yeah. It's just like that's just the way it goes, and I got to blow it off. But I'm pissed. I'm still pissed.
I mean, I'm freelancing here now. When you do get pissed about not training, how does that bleed over into your life with your significant other, especially because it is the Valentine's Day show? Do you get fussy? Yeah.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not the Valentine's show.
Jackson's image. Yeah, you got that camera. Yeah.
I don't know if I necessarily like. My 2 last questions have made me sound like I'm holier than everybody else, but I promise I'm not.
You are.
I appreciate that. But I don't know.
But if the Patriots won, he'd have sucked.
Yeah.
There was no chance those guys were ever going to win. Yeah. Just let you know that. Couldn't say it out loud.
No way.
I find that I don't necessarily get pissed because I have like very specific scheduled out days and times that this is all going to happen, that my exercise is going to go down. And so I find that's my specific way to avoid that feeling. Because over the wintertime, I'm as regimented as you can get. And I find that helps me avoid that feeling.
All right.
Yeah,
Sam?
I think that I'm probably somewhat like
significant other,
Paul
though?
in how I like, things will come up and it's like, well, I guess I'm not doing that today. But it doesn't, I don't know, for me, it kind of water off a duck's bum. Like this last week.
What the hell does that mean?
Water off a duck's ass, it just rolls off.
It just rolls off.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever, just let
You
it
say
go.
bum, it
Have you
sounds
been
different.
kept in some sort of a cage for most of your life? Is there something we should know about?
What happened to you?
Yeah.
Well, I just kept my head in the books.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, my thing is like last weekend we were down on the Oregon coast and there is some pretty decent biking down there. Like we would either go mountain biking or roads, there's multiple different, but I was like, do you want to take a bike? I was like, no. Because
Was that a trick question?
No, it was just, she was like, I'll probably bring my shoes. I might go for a trail
Okay.
run. And I'm like, have fun. I don't really want to. I was like, I'm kind of just burnt out with life right now. And I just like taking a bike and then having the stress. Because if I then take a bike, I better go use it.
Mm-hmm.
It will hang over my head. If it's like sitting there and it's like, I brought this, I should go do this. And I don't really want to. So I'm like, I'm going to save my future self. I don't want to do it.
See, I think you bring up something really interesting too that like endurance athletes specifically really struggle with is that we can't figure out the time and a place.
Yeah.
Like, do I bring a bike to this thing? Do I bring this to this? It's like sometimes vacations are just vacations, and I think that's completely okay to have those times.
Totally.
I know David.
I know I'm right. I am right there with you.
Vacation is a bike ride.
See, a lot of people would disagree with you though, because I feel like a lot of people would say I have to exercise on my vacation. Like, that's not a vacation. Vacation's sitting on my ass not doing anything.
I would disagree because my vacation coming up at the end of the month is something I don't bring my bike when my wife's there because that's time away. But it's my vacation and my choice is then on the bike.
You're talking about Palm Desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I think makes us such interesting creatures, though, because like we will destroy ourselves to the core and consider it a vacation, and that. I don't know.
That's weird.
It
is weird. Yeah, thank you.
Only on a bike. I wouldn't want to in any other way.
Right.
I wouldn't go for trail runs.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid.
See, I would
That's
do
stupid.
See,
Unless
I
I
do
had
that.
those Nike Bionic stupid shit and stuff.
Self-propelled me.
See, I would do that. I would go hike. I would do things like that. I would do anything to to beat the demon away. And that's my problem. I mean, I can't sit still. I cannot go to Hawaii and sit on a beach and just stare at the water all day. I can't do it. I get too twitchy. I'm the guy.
You're not drinking enough then.
I can't.
Yeah, I am not twitching when I'm there.
I have a problem. First of all, you're not going to believe this about me. I have a problem with day drinking. I can't really do it very well. I can start drinking at 5:00, but anytime
What if you
before
start
that,
drinking at noon?
I can't.
Because you won't stop?
No, no. It's like
Stop! I start that room all too soon. It's rolling all night.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's gonna die. No, I end up just I'll fall asleep or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't do it. And so what I tend to do is I get antsy. I sit on the beach, I move around, and then I'm like, okay, I'll go make a run into town and get groceries. Anybody need anything? We need ice, right?
Groceries.
I got to do that.
Then you have to meet people.
No, not if you keep your head down and use your Bionic shoes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and my special shoes, Lieutenant Dan. Magic shoes.
Lieutenant Dan.
David, you were going to say something? Hurry up, man. 'Cause I got shit to
I
do.
lost it, but because you were talking about being shaky on a beach, and I'm thinking, were you sweaty? Are you nervous? Getting a little disoriented.
Are you saying I got the delirium tremens on the
What?
beach or
I
something like
didn't
that?
say
You saying
it.
I'm
You
a
said
raging
it.
alcoholic?
You said it.
I get twitchy because I get antsy. I never realized I was this high of a strung of a person until this goddamn podcast.
Yeah.
Jackson just rolled his eyes.
Or anxious,
Yeah, it's. God, I don't like it. I really don't like it. How are we doing on time? I only got 30 minutes left. We're gonna skip the news tonight, but I am gonna. I'll do some quick brief. Let's do some quick brief headlines. Wow, it's working. I got this soundtrack to work.
Huh.
You notice that?
Yes, you did. How'd you do that?
No idea. Pat's got to spend a little time this weekend in the studio. Jesus, everything's a train wreck in my life now that the play is finally over. I can get it back together. Hey, in case you guys didn't know, Remco Evenepoel secured overall victory at the Volta La Comunitat Valenciana. Does that sound good? Was that even close?
Nailed it.
It's marking a successful debut in stage racing for his new team. Obviously, Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. Absolutely dominating. Remco is having an absolutely crushing. It's not even spring. I can't call it spring yet because it's still freaking winter. My question is, he has 6 wins in February in a year where he's targeting the Tour and the Olympics. No, not the Olympics. He's targeting the Tour. Is there a risk of him burning out before summer, or is this just business as usual? This is really early. I mean, now, but then again, am I being hypocritical because Tade we would expect him to be doing what he does? Am I apples and oranges, or?
I remember the first time he was a pro after he was signed, he was like winning every stage race early on. I mean, when Columbia had theirs back in February or whenever time of year that they had it, he was like winning every like week-long stage race. So I think that's just where he comes in hot.
It's just going to happen.
Yeah, but he's not. You got to keep in mind not to, to put down the guys they rode against, but they aren't his competitors when it comes to the Grand Tours. He's not faced them yet. So
yeah. So he's just
see.
facing humans.
Yeah, I mean the guy's strong. He is amazing, but there's 2 that could probably, put down the punishment.
I'm going to feign ignorance here. Age difference between Tade and Remco.
2-3 years.
I guess it'd be that.
Remco's the younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Developmentally, if you were to put that into a magic global ball, crystal ball, where would you see Remco in 2 to 3 years?
Nowhere near Tade's.
Nowhere near.
No,
Really?
No, he doesn't have. Like, Tade's maturity at that level is already higher.
Really?
I don't think that he'll hit the same.
But he's got aerodynamic skin.
Yeah, he's gonna achieve. He's probably gonna win probably like 4 more world titles in TT, and he's probably like he could do a lot of other huge things. But I think that as long as Tade's around, he's not gonna be winning the Tour. Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, that they actually canceled a time trial that Remco won because of wind. I don't know if anybody caught that stage or anything like that, but I just found the absurdity of the fact that wind was the issue. What kind of gusts were these, apparently?
Well,
and again,
did you
I'm
see
I'm
him
60
getting
kilometers, so that's you're looking at about 40 over. Well, not quite 40,
35, 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That was the Merckx
There was
style
gusts
one,
that were more stuff, but like they were blowing the hard fencing into the course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was pretty bad. But I find it interesting. This is the part that I thought, we'll put you on regular road bikes.
Yeah.
That's how bad time trial bikes should be banned. This is how
There it
stupid
is.
it is. Because, I mean, you're steering with your elbows. You've got these sails on the... I mean, it's just... I don't know.
You know what? Back in the day, I would have strongly disagreed with you because
I would have been the same, but now I think they're done.
I do agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, and it also is a very interesting like regulation to like make it so we're all riding one bike.
Yeah, I
don't know.
agree.
That'll never happen.
It will
No.
never happen.
No, it's got to sell bikes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But see, that's strange
What would
time
the
trial bikes.
dentists of the world do?
Go buy a
But-
Canyon.
Here's the thing about time trial bikes, because no triathlete's really buying road time. They've got their own little stuff.
Yep.
So the true time trial bikes that are legal for road racing, they're not a big seller at all. But the industry likes it because that gets their name. Oh, that's a fast bike, and they, figure down the specialized one. So their SL8's got to be fast because they've got that technology. But that's what they use it for. It's just a springboard for more sales.
All of that
But no
research
one
and all of
buys-
that money into those bikes, and it's just simply a marketing ploy?
Absolutely.
I honestly, don't really see any road TT
TTs.
bikes.
Mhm.
I have not fit one of those in the last 8 years, but I fit a ton of like tri specific where they have the compartments in them and they're
Okay.
not road legal. Yeah.
What is the difference other than the compartments, things like that? We talking major
Seat angle,
seat angle. You're
Yeah.
talking
Yeah, they
75.
don't have to have a seat tube. The double triangle doesn't
Yeah.
come into play.
Okay.
I'm sure a lot of them do have it, but
Yeah.
still there's all kinds of fairings, and they don't have the. Well, I guess it's not a 3-1 rule on
Yeah.
that, but it's a little bigger. But there's a lot of things that are different.
So there's like a shiv, and there's like a shiv for
TT.
there's one for the triathletes and for the road riders.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Though Shiv, the standard Shiv is, I believe, I could be corrected on this, is the has the water compartment in the down tube. At least it did, and then the Shiv TT is the just road.
Does anybody here know anybody who's ever bought a road TT bike for road racing? I only know people who were gifted them for, or like given them as a part of a team package, or they got like a really old used one.
I got a really old used one.
Yeah. I don't know anybody who's ever gone out and bought a brand new road TT bike.
You do, Ian.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Preview of coming attractions. I have a Da Vinci 1987 funny bike in my possession.
Is this?
Did you buy that, or did
My
you
father
find
did.
that at? Oh wow!
Okay, so you know one person.
Yeah.
Is what, okay.
And it was his dad
It was my daddy.
My
It was
daddy.
my pa.
for Masters racing.
It was, yeah.
I'm sure that's probably where the market is
It is.
Masters TT.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're the problem.
And the solution.
Amen to that. Oh my God. You guys, in terms of time, I'm actually to the point because I've got a trivia game. We are already to the point where we are jumping to segments. Can you believe this shit?
Wow.
We're at the point where we're jumping to segments already because everybody's got to go somewhere. Happy birthday, Kenzie. Is it really your birthday? Is today your
It
birthday?
was Saturday.
Oh,
You missed it.
You missed it.
Well, thanks.
We're
Thanks
down
for
in the
keeping
Oregon
me up to
Coast. We're
date.
doing.
You're what?
We were down in the Oregon Coast. We're doing a family celebration. Now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, first and foremost, we're going to go with Changing Times with Paul Main. But before I get to that, I want to let everybody know that Changing Times has a sponsor. I shit you not. Big Barn Brewing is the sponsor of Changing Times with Paul Main. And if we are all sporting wonderful mugs, except for Paul, because Paul's has his name on it. And Sam, because he just
Where
can't.
is
Where
where
is
I
it?
was looking?
Oh, back there. You didn't
Wow,
tell me when I came in. I would
Yeah,
have picked it.
taps.
Oh, man.
You didn't see him?
No, I looked right here.
Oh,
I'm a creature of habit.
Yeah,
when- when
when
It's
are they
got my
not
name
there?
on it.
all right.
Your
Can we
son
get-
gave it to me. I use it for this purpose. It's
Can we get
very
names?
special.
On the mugs?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could engrave those.
Oh, yeah. You want
I
me
got
to
a
do that?
Sharpie.
I'll
Yeah,
just
you
get
want a
out.
Sharpie.
I'll do
Yeah,
a
just
Sharpie.
get a Sharpie. Yeah, exactly. Or,
I used to
or
have that. Like,
I'll
would
just-
engrave it.
I'll make little stickers for you guys. But then again, you guys keep forgetting that, you guys leave and I do dishes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I don't
Okay.
forget.
I don't
friends,
forget.
Our friends up at Big Barn have supplied us with beer for the season, so we're big thankful for them for doing that for us. I never, I'm not gonna cry. And we're gonna do some rides up there. I think this year we're gonna have some fun and shoot some video and stuff like that in there. So big thanks to Big Barn Brewing. BigBarnBrewing.com is where you're gonna go, and Changing Times is the name of the segment with Paul Main himself. Tonight's topic. Like Gideon's army. Wow. Like Gideon's army. Paul's pulling a pretty interesting reference for us
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
So
You guys familiar? You guys go to Sunday school? You guys familiar
No.
with Gideon's?
well, I could paraphrase it, but I don't want to ruin it.
No, well, I mean, it's, if you go to Judges chapter 7, saith the Lord Gideon. No,
Jesus.
I'm just kidding. So when I was...
Wait, no, I got the... Don't I have the... No, where's my church organ? And I said to you,
No.
Gideon's. Anyway.
So when I was a little kid, I was I was told I had to go to Sunday school. I did not enjoy it. I did not enjoy school, I'll be honest with you, as a kid. And then you put me in Sunday school. That was my day of break. But I had to go to Sunday school. But I remember I was 5 years old when the story of Gideon was instructed by God to develop an army to take on, I think it's the Mennonites or something like that. And there was a army of, they had 135,000. And Gideon only ended up having, I think, 30,000. And so then God instructed Gideon to say, you need a smaller army. And, well, how are we going to determine that? And he said, all those who are afraid of war, send them home. So 20,000 left, so he's down to 10,000.
Jeez.
So then God said, there's still too many. Gideon's go like, are you crazy, God? I'm just paraphrasing.
Yeah.
So then what happened is he says, I want you to go down. It's probably the river of Jordan because that's where everything happened. Maybe not.
Somebody
went
right
down
now.
the
is-
God, I
street.
hope this is
Yeah.
actually kind of accurate. Like, this would be a really funny
This
thing.
is what
if
I
he-
recall at
This
5
is
years old.
Sunday
That's
school.
almost 60 years
Sunday
ago.
school with Paul Maine.
I know.
So anyway, this is the part that really got me. So then he told everyone, they were probably in the desert because that's where they hung out all the time back then. He said, have them drink. And everybody who went down their hands and knees and drank out of the water, as opposed to the guys who scooped with their hands and looked around, the guys who looked around, they kept only 300. So only 300 went and took on an army
Wasn't
of
this that?
135.
Is this that
is
movie, the Sparta?
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there is some parallels to history. There's all kinds of things. So that's what I remember the story. Those who know the Bible really well probably will do some corrections. But the part that really got me as a kid was, oh my gosh, the reason why, I don't know why, not that I was really precocious, but that makes sense to me because they were looking around for the enemy. They are totally tuned in and everything. They were totally observant. And I carried that with me all my life. About the only Bible story that I really got into. But because I thought that's the way to go through life. And I used it in sports. I picked up, like in pitching, if you watch somebody pitching to you and stuff, they'll do tells. All that, just that noticing it. So I'm going to bring it to bikes. And that is one thing that everybody needs to practice on. He fell asleep and he has to go grab some coffee. Yeah, that's why he's leaving. Yeah.
A lot of water today. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So anyway, so to me, it's like one of those things to be alert. And I was thinking about even when I first started cycling, I think there are a lot of people just have their head down. They're racing. They're not paying attention. I can mark people where I can see, okay, this guy's making moves at the certain, like on a crit. Okay, he's going to be making a move here. I make note of it, see where his position is. Seeing certain riders who are dangerous, and I try to get away from them, that type of thing. So that is something I think everybody could learn when you're racing is get your head up and start paying attention to your environment, potholes, whatever like that. You can see the lines that people are taking, discover a new line that might be faster and safer, that type of thing. So scoop the water with your hand and look around. So yeah.
You're a chess master. You play the chess game.
God, this guy is
But
poetic.
I like that's the part of the road cycling I like. The other disciplines there is some
Me just
strategy.
go hard.
Yeah. But I think that's what we need to do is just scoop up the water with our hands and keep your eyes open and look around.
Wow.
There you go.
Besides, who the hell puts their face directly in the water?
Yeah, weirdos.
Apparently quite a few.
Yeah.
Mm,
Wow.
yeah.
Cut that army down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they won with 300.
Yeah.
I really thought there was going to be dysentery in that story somewhere.
Well, that
I was
That's what
waiting for the
happened.
dysentery.
You told me they're
the
going down the
300, the 300 made a bunch of noise and everything, and they said they blew their trumpets, but I think it was they were farting and it was thinking so bad that the other army started they woke up and they started stabbing and killing each other, and that's how they won.
Farting, Sparting,
They
Spartans.
said blowing trumpets and making noises, banging
This
pots and pans.
is Farta.
This makes a lot of sense.
There you go. Yeah. Dysentery saved them.
Love it.
That's good.
Oh my God! How do we continue from there?
I
But
don't
we
know.
do. We continue on. We go with Fit Tips with Sam
me.
Reynolds, brought to us by Ambassador Cycling. You're sponsoring yourself.
Yeah.
AmbassadorCycling.com. Get fit to get fit because you need to. Seriously, I'm gonna require your assistance sometime soon.
Yeah,
I'm
I look
planning
forward to
this
it.
video clip. Oh God, it's gonna be.
I
ugly.
still think that we should do like an old school. Like we're just going to take a picture of somebody from back in the day, and we're going to make
try
you
to
look
fit it
like
to that.
Yeah.
I'm in. Roy Nickman.
No.
Nickman.
No.
Look
Boardman.
badass.
Mosier.
Mosier?
Boardman.
Francesco
Francisco
Mosier?
Mosier.
Okay.
The best style, the best looking guy
Boardman.
on a bike. No.
No, this is like before that. BB,
Okay.
before Boardman. It was a beautiful thing.
Um,
Sam, you're going to talk to us about shorter crank
Yeah, we've-
lengths, and it's going to upset me because I always believe in make them long and
for you, I think
slow
that, so we're gonna,
circles.
we're going to talk about that.
Why don't you
because,
just let him say what he's going to say?
Well, yeah, I
I'm
mean,
excited.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
I want to be right.
You are right. There is like a lot of very interesting videos, articles. There's actually a lot of studies out there right now. Testing power outputs with the different crank lengths. That's also factoring in like you'll then go with a bigger chain ring. There's all of these different calculations that you can do depending upon the style of rider that you are. So shorter cranks in general are going to lower your profile because they don't cause a hip impingement at the top of the pedal stroke, so you're able to lower your like handlebars. You're able to drop down lower. So somebody who's having tight hip issues, this can be a really great problem solver for you. But depending upon the rider that you are, like I like to spin. I use high cadence. That would work for me. But if you're a sprinter, I think the number is 30 watts, that you are 30 watts slower if you are using shorter crank arm lengths. And I think it was 172.5 to 165 was what they measured this with. And it's 30 watts slower because you don't have that torque to produce higher power numbers in as quickly. So that's why you don't see the sprinters rocking the shorter crank arms. They're still running the standard longer crank arms. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. We've talked about it in the past, but I just thought it would be, because I've had a couple recently. One has now swapped over all of their bikes, and so we went through the whole fleet again and had to change everything around. And then I've had a few hip impingement cases where we had to shorten the crank arms to make it so that they were able to ride and not bounce around on the saddle. Yeah.
What these customers, what kind of cranks do they have available for sale?
Yeah. Obviously, a whole fleet
Some
of probably
power
brand new.
taps,
stuff.
Honestly, get on Facebook Marketplace right now. I was doing this before the show. There's a lot of 172.5 and 175s.
Yeah.
There's a ton
of
of
them
really
out there.
nice cranks that are like $300
Yeah.
for even a power meter one.
Yep.
Right?
Wow.
And they're new takeoffs.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Does anybody ride 172.5s here?
I do on my TT bike.
David does. You do on your TT bike?
What do you ride on your regular bike?
175.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Sam, what do I
175.
Sam, what do I ride?
175.
Okay.
61 is going to always be 175.
I have to confess something. For a
180s?
while there, I rode 180s.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I
What are
mean,
you saying?
well, you're a sprinter. Like Travis Coleman also
Ran
ran 180s.
Yeah.
And that dude,
I had two bikes with 180s on them, and one of them was a mountain bike. And a mountain bike is not a
That
good
is
bike
a
to have 180s
terrible
on.
bike.
You hit every rock.
yeah.
Every rock.
Also, I don't know if I would go with a shorter on a mountain bike because it does, you have to raise your seat height.
Yeah.
I
I think I got 175 something.
Yeah, I think I would do those.
Yeah.
172.5 all the way. Every bike I've ever owned.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, I've never had anything else.
Yeah. I think they're fine.
And it
You could
works.
play around with the other ones if you wanted to burn money, but
Yeah.
why?
When bikes first, when you bought them off the shelf, the standard was 170. My first
Was it really?
road racing bike was 170 Superbia Pro, and I had to go to Nash Bar and get a 172.5. And then my next cranks were 175s, and I was happy with
wow.
that. Yeah.
It's time to ask for David.
I mean,
It's time to ask Dr. David here tonight. The big one was about peptides. I don't even know what peptide is.
Oh.
I know what a riptide is, and I know if you go swimming, you're screwed.
very similar.
Okay, good. So just don't swim in the peptides.
Yes, very similar in almost no ways. So I've gotten a lot of questions about peptides recently. They're a very hot topic for all of the folks targeting I want to call it longevity or vitality, just people who are generally well but want to be better or feel better. And there's also a lot of talk about the use of peptides in athletic performance and recovery in general. Peptides are proteins that are used in some respects as signaling molecules throughout the body. Actually, one peptide you've all heard of is Ozempic.
Okay. Yeah. So I wasn't joking. I seriously, absolute ignorance on all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a peptide. It's a molecule that we isolated, and then it's a molecule that we created to block a certain receptor. But there's peptides in the body that are used for signaling as well. Two that I hear about a lot, or I get questions about a lot from patients that I think are worth bringing up. And again, there's endless amounts of peptides. There's all these peptides that are growth hormone receptor stimulating peptides or receptor analog peptides trying to boost your growth hormone. Obviously, all of these are banned. So for anybody thinking about using these for sport,
I was about to look them up.
I mean, there's probably not a great way to test, but they're definitely all banned. I mean, you can't do artificial growth hormone stimulation and call it fair. But there's these two that are pretty common right now: TB500, and forgive me, I don't remember what TB stands for, and the other one's called BPC157, which
just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
It's so dumb. It's called Body Protective Compound 157. And they isolated these from gastric mucosa because if you think about it, your gastric cells are constantly exposed to damage from the acid, and then they repair themselves. And so somebody was like, let's try to figure out how they do that and isolate it and manipulate it. So BPC157 is apparently some sort of peptide in the stomach that helps with healing. And you can buy it over the counter as a supplement. You can buy it on the internet. You can take it as pills. People sell it in vials, and you can inject it. Jeez. And there's the thought is that it's going to stimulate repair throughout the body. And so people are using it for muscle repair, tendon repair after injuries. And the thing that when people ask me about it, what I tell them is this is highly experimental. There's absolutely no safety data out there. They're not FDA regulated. You have no idea what you're getting in that bottle or what you're putting in that needle before you put it in your body, despite how carefully you think you're sourcing it. And at the core of it, my concern with all of these that I tell people is that these are growth promoting compounds that work by basically getting in the way of the body's natural mechanism of interrupting cell growth, which is how we prevent cancer. So if you're going to use these molecules long term, you have to realize that theoretically there's a risk of promoting the growth of cancer, because your body can naturally stop cancer, but these molecules, a lot of them interact in ways that feed cancer. I don't think people take this into account when they're thinking about healing their patellar tendonitis.
Wow.
Or, recovering faster from their workouts or whatever. So I definitely think people should talk to somebody that's, hopefully a doctor about it.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to hear the same thing from them as you are from me, which is we really don't have data about this, but I wouldn't just go experimenting on yourself. And I'll also be the first to say that maybe in 10 years, we'll find out that these are incredibly amazing compounds. But right now, that's a huge gamble. So,
wow.
Let's test rats first.
Yeah.
Well, we actually have tons of rat and mouse models, and it's really promising in the mice models. So that's why people are doing it. But we have no human data. So,
shit.
I don't know. I guess you could sign up if you really.
You want to know what else causes cancer?
What?
You want to know what else causes cancer?
Beer.
2% milk.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta drink whole milk. That's my RFK Jr. impersonation for the night.
Wow, I love that. It's a great impersonation.
Never mind. That was a bad joke. Was it a bad joke? Or was it a good joke? I think it was a bad joke.
Spot on.
Jackson. We're going to go to Jackson. And by the way, we got 2 segments sponsored. Well, 3 segments sponsored tonight. The Cool Down is now sponsored by Panache Cyclewear, everybody. We can't all ride like Ramco, but we don't have to look like we bought our kit at a yard sale. Panache is about the style of the ride, bold designs, perfect fit. If you look good, you suffer less. Check them out at PanacheCyclewear.com. And Jackson gets to go with us with the Cool Down tonight. Dude, look at you, all big boy sponsored stuff like that. And the irony is that you're dressed like an NFL guy,
Little
I didn't say redneck.
Little rednecky.
Absolutely not.
No.
I'm dressed like. I'm sorry that I'm wearing the Offensive Player of the Year's jersey.
Wait.
Dude, I didn't realize that's corduroy. That is
corduroy. The hat. Yes.
Okay, stop the press for a second here. No. I
like
said
Jackson.
a little rednecky the other day, and you guys busted my
And we'll
balls
never
like
stop.
I had committed the
Yep,
largest
we're
sin in the
never gonna
world.
let it
Sam
go.
just threw out little rednecky 3 times.
I was making fun of you.
No, you weren't.
So
Yeah, I was.
here's the okay. As the victim, here is the differentiation here. Okay, you created it, which means you meant it. He's just flipping you shit. So, anyways, no, you don't get to say anything.
It's gonna go forever
now-
too.
You
So
created
now-
it. You meant it.
Yeah.
We didn't do it.
Own it, bastard.
Whatever. I am very proud of my team that they won. It was well earned, and I will celebrate for as long as I care. Anyways, I am also, now that football's over, I got to be excited about something else, right? I am very, very, very excited for our coming race season.
Yup.
I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
Me too.
I've been
David's
really been
foaming
thinking about
over
it.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's going to be a really good time. I feel, for the first time in a little while, I don't really feel like I'm putting any pressure on myself, which was weird to begin with. Why did I put pressure on myself if I'm not making any money?
Yeah.
Didn't get that from me.
So I'm just excited to go out race with even new people. That'll be really fun. So, my question for you guys is how, as of right now, you don't have to say whether it's fitness. You can just say if you're excited for it or not. How are you feeling about it? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you whatever the hell you want to feel?
Wow.
Sam, how are you feeling about it?
I think I'm not mentally ready yet because I was so deep in the renovation game that I've now come on to actual break and stepping back from all of it. So I think that in another 2 months or month, somewhere in that range, I'm gonna be foaming at the mouth for it.
Right.
So I'm getting there. I am excited to think about it, but it's coming.
February is a weird time too, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because it's we're right on the cusp of being in the nice weather.
Yep.
So, Paul?
I always get excited about racing and stuff, but now that it's getting closer, I'm constantly scanning the schedule, watching it grow. So it's times like this it makes me realize men have nipples too. I'm just saying. So
You can cut glass with those things right now. Okay?
yeah.
Can I ask, how does that apply to what we're talking about?
He's excited.
Oh,
His nipples are perky.
My lights are on high beam.
I'm going to be honest. You're the first person I've heard that gets hard nipples when they get excited.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Kids these days. I'm with you, Paul.
Yeah.
Must be like a,
I knew where you were
Generational
going
thing.
with it, but I love that.
Yeah,
oh, well,
kind of like water off.
I'm with you, Paul. Bum.
good for you. I'm
Thank
excited
you.
too.
I'm very excited.
When you're cold and when you're
Can't
excited.
you see how excited he is?
Yeah.
Lights are on high beam.
I think Brazil can.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
David, do you have erect nipples because of it?
No,
Well put.
I appreciate that. It's all in the word choice.
not particularly.
Okay. See?
I don't know what makes them get hard personally, but
Yeah, let's
Excitement.
Dr. David next week. What the hell makes my nipples hard?
sounds good.
So, how you feeling about race season?
I'm super excited. I'm like 10.
Yeah.
I've already got 10 races. I counted the other night. 10 that I've registered for, that I've actually paid for. That doesn't count our Wednesday night, our Tuesday night series, Baker City, all these other races we have planned. I feel like every single day I'm looking at the calendar. I am freaking excited. That's why I had so much motivation last week. I'm like, broken rib, let's go. Doesn't matter. Not slowing down right now. We're going to New Zealand. We're racing there. As soon as we get back.
Yeah, it races.
I'm getting back on a Friday, and Sam's driving my ass down to Tri-Cities on a Sunday to do a race. So
Hell yeah.
best way to come out of jet lag. So I'm stoked.
I love that.
I
And
hope I beat you at that race. That's my only hope is that
You
you're
have
jet lagged.
no reason not to.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna really hope that you're jet lagged really badly.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's so. I'm excited. And with the broken rib, it's a low impact sport. What are
Yeah,
you gonna
come
do?
on.
Break
Yeah.
it more?
Well,
on.
You're building elasticity in the body.
it'll be healed by then.
Exactly.
Pretty soon
Right, Paul?
it's floating around. It's floating around
Hang
in
in
his
there, buddy.
midsection like a piece of space debris.
Yeah.
He's got a PhD. He'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
You do, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, it's not a PhD. That's like the nerdy type of doctor. I'm like the sexy kind of doctor. Like Patrick Dempsey,
I'm the Patrick
Mr.
Dempsey of
DMD.
No,
Are you
you've got a
DMD?
PhD.
Deal, yeah. No,
That's how
DMD
this
is
works.
Dennis. Come on.
That's why I said it for him.
Oh my god.
How are you feeling?
It's really interesting. It's funny whenever you bring up these questions. I'm so glad you go around the other way because I have so many things that I'm thinking about when you ask these questions. But I'm in a complete. Okay, now I can start. I was just trying to keep things going during the last like 4 or 5 weeks, and now it's like, okay, now I have afternoons free. I can kick it in. I've got a lot of new goals. I'm not training necessarily for the endurance kind of stuff this year. I thought the endurance stuff will just happen, and I want to be able to kind of go faster and slower distances. And it's also the first year in 3 years that I haven't had an ablation. So, I went into AFib the other day, and that was all stress induced, and it went away quicker, and so that was always good. But so I don't know. I'm anxious, and hopefully in a good way. I'm trying to scare myself back into it, which means I'm signing up for Bloom. I'm gonna go, but I don't wanna.
In Baker City?
I don't wanna. No, Baker City's got too much climbing. Stupid.
It's a race.
Sure. Yeah. So is
Or it's no race.
so is my personal best time around Super One grocery store with the new Nike Bionic shoes.
Oh my
on.
God.
So,
That's fair.
Cool. Well, thanks guys for answering my question. I can't
Great
wait.
question.
I
Yeah.
think it'll be.
It's going to be a good season.
It is.
Check
and
your
I'm
nipples. They might be hard.
check them.
I can guarantee you right now,
No, not.
they're not.
Semi-erect.
No.
Oh.
That might not be the right word.
Flaccid.
There it is.
At least they're not moist.
Oh,
This is really... I love this podcast.
I'm going to take us home. We've only got about 12 minutes left, so I got to get into the broom wagon here, you guys. It is time. We're at the back of the race. The road is opening up to the traffic. I can see the headlines in the distance. It's time for the broom wagon, everybody. That's right, trivia night. Final segment where we sweep up your remaining brain cells. Guests, try to stay on the wheel. Tonight, gentlemen, it is closest to the pin is the category. You get the number closest to the actual number. You win the point. I think it's all pretty straightforward there. And by the way, everything is in metrics, so you guys are completely screwed. So for number one, the weight of water in grams. How much weight does a full standard large 24-ounce water bottle add to your bike in grams? Who's got a guess? Jackson.
So if we're doing the proper metric conversion, no, it's 24 grams.
24 grams.
Paul.
36. Oh,
I mean, Sam.
36.
Man, I have to think about that. I'll do 42.
David.
You should have this.
I should, but I don't. Oh, 48.
I'm not giving any
Grams.
of you the point. It's 750 to 800 grams.
That's right.
I thought
it's
it
not
was
even close. You guys
2.1
suck.
grams.
I'm not
per
giving
ml.
anybody a
Oh,
point.
but an ml is not an ounce.
Yeah.
Number two,
Shit.
the inflation station. According to Silka, for a 170-pound rider on 28-millimeter tires, what is the recommended pressure in PSI? David.
First of all, it's not metric.
It's not. This
Is
time
it
it's
tubeless
PSI.
or
It's PSI.
tubeless or not tubeless?
It's 170-pound rider on 28-millimeter tires. That's all I got. Don't be.
Not
Tubeless
clincher.
and not tubeless is
Yeah.
very different.
You're going to make me drop an F-bomb. David.
71.
71.
Wait again.
170 pounds.
I will say 80. 88.
65.
Jackson.
89.
David wins the point because it's between 75 and 80. So David was the closest to that. The need for speed. To the nearest whole number, what was Jonas Vingegaard's average speed in kilometers per hour for the 2022 Tour de France? Paul.
His average speed for the whole race.
Average speed for the 2022 Tour.
I'll say 40. I'll say 40 kilometers an hour.
40
per hour.
kilometers per hour. Sam.
42.
Sam wins the point because he just hit
nailed
it
it.
right on the
I
nose.
remember it, yeah.
Hit it right on.
It was the fastest,
Man.
wasn't it? It was
Yes.
today.
The price of power, gentlemen. What is the current MSRP of the specialized S-Works Tarmac SL8 with DuraAce Di2? Jackson.
$15,736.
That's our highest quality.
I'm sorry, did you say S-Works?
Yes. S-Works Tarmac SL8 with DuraAce Di2.
$14.99,
$14.99, $99.99.
$14.75.99.
$14.50.
It is actually $14,500. Paul Sam gets the point there. He missed it by a penny.
What was it?
Wait, no.
$14,500.
That's what he
He's-
said.
he-
$14.99.
he said
$14,999.99.
Yeah, and I
That's
said
the-
$14.75.
And I meant
Yeah,
to
it's
say
14.5.
$14,500. I said $14.50.
Yeah,
I
he
said
Dang it.
15.
He missed it by 1 penny.
Oh, you said
14.
He said
14,900.
14,900.
Oh, I
$99.
oh
Yeah.
You
shit!
missed it
No
by
big deal.
500, so it's either Paul.
It's Paul then, right?
Yep, it's Paul.
Yeah. Sorry, Jackson.
I really meant to say 14,000.
Cadence check,
Good
gentlemen. How am I doing on time? I'm doing on time. What is the average cadence of a rider like Remco Evenepoel during a flat time trial?
95.
Jackson,
97.
Paul,
I say 98.
David.
99.
Nice.
David gets the point because it's between 100 and 105.
That's crazy.
The Manx Missile. How many Tour de France stage wins does Mark Cavendish have?
Oh, we should know that.
Yeah,
36.
36.
36.
Let's go with 36.
37.
It's 35.
I thought
According to my
35 was the
stats.
mark.
I
Bummer.
thought 35 was the mark.
Yeah, he had to
And
beat
didn't he time it?
35.
No, he tied it.
No, he beat it.
Yeah, he beat it.
He beat it. He
Okay,
tied
people
it
are going to be
35.
yelling at me, but I've got 35 on my stats.
All right.
Well,
I'll
then he
believe
beat
it.
it because then
Then he
it
beat
had
it.
been 34. But I thought 35
Okay.
was the mark.
I'll
and
give
then
Paul and
36
David a
was-
point just because I could be wrong.
And he copied. He
I said that too.
Nah, I don't want to give you one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
brought up the redneck thing.
Yeah, that's a
I'm going to start with Jackson on this one. How many numbered hairpins does the Alpe d'Huez have?
21.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
That was correct.
I'll just because I started with Jackson.
I
He
did
doesn't have any
that.
points. I got to give
good
him
point.
a
I
point.
did that one.
If you ride 3 hours at a solid zone 2, 200 watts average, how many calories have you burned? Wow, that's
How many
that's
hours?
different. 3 hours at zone 2.
6,000.
Paul,
I will say 2,500.
David,
1,200.
Jackson.
Yeah, 1,300.
Paul's closest is 2,100 to 2,200 calories.
Wow. Actually,
Last two, here we go. Golden. Oh no, I'm not going to do that one. That one's too easy. No, last one is the gravel grind. In hours and minutes, how long did it take Lachlan Morton to finish Unbound Gravel in 2024? In hours and minutes. Remember, we are closest to the pin. You do not have to have the exact time. Closest to the pin. By the way, Paul and David are tied
9
at 3
hours
points each.
and 30 minutes.
Jackson.
I'm going to say 10 hours, 7.
Paul for the win.
I'll say 8 hours and 59 minutes.
David.
it was an 8. It was definitely an 8. So I'm just going to say 8 hours and 58 minutes.
It is 9 hours and 11 minutes. So who was closest?
Might have been me.
Paul was the closest.
And it's a gravel question.
I knew it was
that's
sub.
nuts.
I knew it was sub an hour barely, but I thought it was 10. I'm like 20.
That takes us to the broom wagon being closed. Doors are locked. Thank you for suffering with us. Paul Main is this week's champion in the broom wagon trivia. Who would have thought, finishing with a gravel question, that Paul Main would win? Gentlemen, to close out the show, see how I did that? I got my sound effects back.
Wow.
Started off with nothing. Gentlemen, the final question. Before I say huge thanks to Tom Hammer for the energy, Big Barn for the hydration, Panache Cycleware for the style, and Scratch Labs for the fuel. Gentlemen, have you ever had a nickname? And if so, what was it? David.
Big D.
That has always been his name.
His wife.
Yeah. Paul.
I have had tons, but in cycling, the very first one was mangy.
Mangy.
I mean,
Sam the Man and or Wavell's Wind Tunnel.
Because
I'm
vacuum.
Big dude.
Jackson,
Yeah, I had JB, and we don't need to bring it back.
you didn't like that one.
It's just not associated with good years.
Oh, okay.
So
Mine in college was Jimmy the Bulge.
Love that. That's fun.
If you find me on the street, if you find me at Super One while I'm in my Bionic shoes, just yell out Jimmy the Bulge.
and you'll run real fast.
I will run faster away from you
Yeah.
guys. Well, we've got 3 people who've got to get out to something early, and I've got a cupcake I got to eat. Jackson, thank you for the cupcakes. Go Seahawks.
go Hawks.
Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Go
Thank you.
Zags. And happy birthday, Kinsey.
Yep.
We'll catch
you.
everybody, whoever's left next week. There we go.